square pet bed tutorial. This is just a little more square compared to the round ones we always make. So I thought this is interesting, and you can of course make it as big as you want to. But let me show you how I did this one with the ball. So I started my normal slip knot and did a total of 6 loops. You can add to that or you can make them less, but this is for the size I am doing today. So I did 6 loops. And then it will be a double crochet around that first, I call it the core. So you have your working yarn go through and then you will pick it up and you have it go through the same loop twice. That's a double. So it's like a single 2 times through the same loop. And I keep my finger right there so I know where to go. It looks a little confusing, but it's just a double crochet like we do at the normal pet beds as well. The only time I did it around was just that first round around the core. And then I only did double in the corners. So let me show you. So once you knit all the way to the left, or crochet in this case, then it's like you have your blanket here, and then normally we would go back from the left to the right. But in this case, we're going to go underneath. So let's turn it over. And it could be a little bit hard because the loops looks a little bit different here underneath. But you can definitely see them. So just grab the beginning loops and continue your double crochet. You can use your marker so you know once you get around as well. So it's a double through the same little loop. That was a double. So you find the next one. Your working yarn will go through, pick it up, and then you will grab it. So you're back to 1, but you will do it one more time through the same loop. And that was a double. And here's another one. You grab your working yarn, and then you pull it through. So you have 1, and you will do it one more time through the same loop. So we are almost back to where we started. That's why a little marker might be a good idea so you know when you get around again. And you will do one more here to close off your beginning. This is where you started it. So of course there are many ways to do this, but to create that square, then let me show you what I did. So this is the core, and I just did a double crochet all the way around. So if you use your clip, then you will move your clip again. So the first row, or the second row, I should say, you will do the doubles in the corners to create that square. But if you want a more oval pet bed, not round but oval, then you will just continue with single crochet the whole entire time. So you will grab that outer loop. You can see it right there. And then you will do a crochet. And here's the next one. So it's kind of the outer loop you will grab. And also it depends on the tension that you will knit with. That's why it's so hard for me to say you will crochet 3 or 4 or however it is. Once you get to the corner, then you will do a double again. It's much easier that way. Otherwise you will sit and count it, and then it's not the right count for your tension of your knitting. So once you get to that corner again, this is the time where you can do a double to create that little more square. Right now the corner is more oval. So when you do the double, it will be thicker and it will widen it and it will create that square look. You can even do 2 if you feel like it. I just did that second row. I did a double in the corner, and then you will do 1, and then you will do another double in the other corner. So you do 1 there, and then you will do a double for that next corner. So it's pretty easy to remember. So when you do your row 2, you do a double in each corner, and you will do 1 on each end in between those 2 doubles. And then when you get to the next row, like the third one, then you will do 2 in between the 2 doubles. So as wider as your pet bed gets, of course, the more loops you will do in between your doubles, if that makes sense. So you will crochet singles the whole way to the corner again. And then you will do the doubles in the corner, so it will be more of a square. Oh, if you have if you create a better idea, I would love to see how you do it. Please tag me. Again, here we are creating that corner. So you do a double again. Same loophole. See, now you have room for 2 singles before you do the other corner. And then the double again in the corner. So the next row you will do 3 singles in between, and so on. So you just continue like this all the way till you have that size you want. We still have a few more rows to go. And now I'm changing the colors because I want the sides to be more of the ivory. You can even tie a knot or a double knot if you want, if you don't want to fuse it. But again, make sure you don't burn yourself. The plum purple color is from Michaels Burnett, and the other one is Cozy Full from Amazon. So here is the braid we are using, and for the wall part, the border part, you want to go through both of them. You see that braid? You will just grab both of them. You swing that yarn around and grab it. Make sure you grab both of them once you're ready for the wall. And you can make them in so many neat colors, and I just love making these things. You can do less of the wall, and you can use them as a mat or even in kennels. It's just a little more, I guess, rectangle than square or round. So it's just more options for sure. Go all the way around. And here I am again, closing off my first row here of the wall. Make sure you go all the way. So that was one row of the wall part. And here you see the braid. You make sure you grab both of them. And you go all the way around like this again. So the other bed I made, I only did 2 rows of the border, but this one I'm going to do a few more so you can see the difference. So here we are again. That was 2. So let's continue again. So I just went all the way to 3 rows, and now we will do the outer stability wall. So this is the one we would normally grab, the braid one right here. That's the one we would grab if we would just continue normal. But for the outer security one, you want to grab only the outer and then one of the sides. See, that's the braid, but now you will grab an outer and then the outer loop of the braid. And this is another way that your wall will not tilt inside. It will kind of force it back again. If you feel the wall is not really up, it's more laying flat, then you will continue in the braid again. It will create like a little line there. Stability. I just love the way it feels, and it's very easy to do. So now I am back, and I did a total of 4 times around. You will then cut your working yarn, and you can make a double knot, and then you can secure it on the inside. You can even fuse it, or you can just weave it on the inside of the pit bed, whatever is easiest for you. And please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share these things. And I would love to see what you come up with. So you can fuse it, or you can just weave it on the inside. There it goes. Let's just fuse it on the inside here. And again, don't burn yourself. And then you put your tag on, of course. You can sell them at markets. You can give them away. I mean, the pets, they just love them. They will love you forever. And these tags are from Amazon. You can check my link tree. Isn't it just adorable? I just love it. There you have it. Let me know what you think, and share it with all your friends, and subscribe for more. I have a lot more coming.